Yugioh Duel Links was released in November of 2016 and became a fun way to play a simplified version of Yu-Gi-Oh! With cards from the very beginning. As time has gone on, more and more powerful cards have been added to the game, in which it feels more like modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But can someone go back in time to open packs from the very beginning and build a deck worthy of placing top 100 in the KC Cup tournament? That's what I'm here to find out. Welcome to Duel Links Through the Ages. Hello everyone, I am Gimmick Quattro and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, guys, we have ourselves a new series that I've been debating on trying out for a while, and I've been trying to solidify some of the information, or kind of like how I want to do it, like the structure of it, and I think I finally got it figured out. So I'm going to call this series Duel Links Through the Ages, and what the series is going to entail, as if I did this properly, the intro video, intro video or intro whatever theme suggests I'm going to be playing through Duel Links. This is a brand new account. I'm going to be playing through Duel Links, but I'm going to start from the very first set that ever released, going slowly to the very last, or to the most recent set that has been released, and how I've determined the determining factor of how I'm going to make it to each new set is based on wins in PvP. So basically, for like the first era, or like for like the first introduction of Duel Links, we were just had the Duel Monsters era. And during that era, I don't know off the top of my head, but X amount of sets were released, right? And so X amount of sets were released, and then when we made it to the GX era, X amount of sets were released during the GX era, and when we made it to the 5Ds era, X amount of sets were released in the 5Ds era, and so on and so forth. So during each era will determine how many wins I have to get into PvP before I can open up more packs of the next set. So for Duel Links, for the very first era, then it's going to be the absolute hardest era for me to do this challenge in. It is going to be one. I have to get one win in PvP for me to move on and open up the next set. And then it's going to be, and then so on and so forth until we make it to GX era. Once we make it to the GX era, then it will be 2 wins. And once we make it to the Synchro era, it'll be 3 wins, XCs 4, and so on and so forth. So basically, for each new world that it got introduced, once we kind of make it to this era of packs, then the number of wins I have to win in PvP will increase, because generally everything should be stronger power level. I should be getting better and better stuff, which should make it a lot easier for me to win, ideally. I don't know how well the series is actually going to work. I thought it would just be a fun little something, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then I guess it doesn't. So we're going to grab all of our free stuff here that we can. I know we can't get some of it right off the bat. Some of it has to wait. So I don't know. So I guess how everything else is going to work, everything else is going to kind of play out like like things played out when Duel Links first came out in like what 2014 or something like that. So any cards that I get from like the character decks that I get, I can use all those cards that I get from those decks. Any of like the level up cards that we would get, I can use any of those cards. The only thing I'm going to have a restriction on, and I don't know the full rulings of how I'm going to do this yet, is tickets that you get. Tickets that I receive from character level ups, I will use, and I will get a card related to that character the best that I can. And any other tickets that I get, I will be using the tickets based off of probably like a loss system. And if I lose X amount of PvP duels in a row, then I can use like an SR ticket. And then for any number of like, and for any number that I lose, I can use like a UR ticket or whatever. I'll probably do a system like that. For the N and the R's, I'm not going to be nearly as strict. I will figure out the N and the R's are not really going to matter too much. So those I'll probably just use dependent. So that's kind of the rules on those because that could make a pretty decent difference. The card trader also haven't determined really the rules on the card trader yet, but I'm sure I will have something that I will do for that. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to break into the very first box and attempt to build a deck. I will also be doing the same thing with like these mini boxes that have come out. As long as these mini boxes are still like available, then I will be going through and I will be opening up these as well based off of when they came out too. I will be opening up 10 packs in a set. So I will be opening up 10 packs of the set, which I'm glad it's all discounted now at the 250 instead of the 500. It'll be hard to get gems eventually. I was thinking about doing this at like 5 packs or something like that, just so I could save gems. But I'm not going to worry about doing all of that. I think I am just going to, because that's what we normally would do. You would just get 10 packs to start. And that's what I'm going to do. So that means I'm going to go into each box only once. Whatever I get is whatever I get. And I've got to build the deck the best that I can out of that card pool and try to make it through PvP. The ultimate goal would be to somehow win a KC Cup tournament. Or at least if I like qualify pretty high or like get into it and land a decent spot, maybe. I'll figure it out, but I want to do something with the I probably win a KC Cup is probably when this series would end. So here we go with after 8 minutes, here we go with the first 10 packs of this challenge. Now, we gotta hope for really big things. I went with a back and forth between using Kaiba or Yugi to start, and Kaiba could have been better dependent with the Blue Eyes stuff, but I don't really like Blue Eyes. So I did decide to go with Yugi. So not paying a lot of attention here, so we should probably start paying attention. We'll get basically 30 cards. Well, not basically, we will get 30 cards here. We have to hope that the best gosh darn 30 cards that we can get. Trap Jammer is good. This is actually very good. Yeah, that's a fantastic card. We love to see that. Parasitic Tiki. The attack and defense of this card equal to the number of tokens on the field. That's probably not going to be useful. During damage calculation, when you're about to take 200 or more battle damage, gain 400 life. That could be good for stalling. When there are 5 or more monsters in your graveyard, target 3 non-effect monsters. Add them to your hand. Possibly useful. I have no idea how this is gonna go. This could go horribly for me. Um, yeah, I have no idea because I actually have to legit win it. I can't just win based off of them um just like surrendering unless I'm in like an advantageous position. Like if I'm like really far ahead and they just choose that they want to concede, that's like one thing. But if it's like that they just hand and play it the way that they wanted to and they still probably could have won no matter what, then I can't count that. I have to legit win. And I cannot move on to the next set until I do. Here we go. Let's get a good SR, which I don't know what a good SR would be for me. Magical Hats is not what I was thinking of. All right, last pack. Hunter with 7 weapons. Yeah, actually, that's not terrible. Okay. Let's, I guess we'll build a deck the best that I can, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here it is. I think this is the best first deck I could come up with. There might be something a little better, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be one of the better things I can come up with. So first we have Hunter with 7 weapons. This is just a good card. Being able to become a 2000 beater is fantastic, and it could be the best chance that we have to win. Same thing with Karate Man. Just the fact that I can double his attack to 2000. It does get destroyed, but that's okay just because it might just be enough damage just to run over something. Or if I have a free opening on the board just to drop in 2k, could be really good. Guardian Trice, the main reason why I'm using this is just because I happen to also get the equip card, so I think it'd be kind of funny if I could pull this off. Shadow Ghoul, it is a tribute, which might be a little hard to do, but the attack boost could be very good. Definitely if I get enough monsters inside the graveyard. The Elemental Magician and the Elemental Soldier are some of the highest attack cards that we have, which just sucks at 15, but it's still better than definitely something that we have in the deck. But also just the additional little effects are cool. So Elemental Magician, water control of this card cannot be switched if that's on the field, or if there's a wind monster on the field. Yeah, and if there's a wind on the field, then if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it can attack twice. So I actually did put in the Faith Bird just to meet the win requirements, plus it's still better damage than what I had in the deck. And then Elemental Soldier, if there was an Earth, negate the effect of an effect monster that this card destroys by battle. So that could come up, and we have several Earths with the Hunter and the Karate Man. Obviously we're playing as Yugi, so we might as well keep the Dark Magician side of the deck. And this is technically the best chance we have with a boss monster. Nothing was really better to replace the Feral Imp, so we're just keeping that in the deck. Plus, it has the highest defense out of all the other cards that was in here, I believe. Banner of Courage, one of the better spawn trap cards that we have. Just the additional boost could be very helpful. I mean, this guy could be a 22. These guys could be 22. So it's definitely a formidable little extra boost. Again, this is just in here just to do this. Tornado is the best chance that I have at removal, and people might not see it coming, so it could be funny to try to pull off. Metamorph is a great attack boost. Basically, my hope is just to get one monster, get a good attack boost on it, and just hit really hard. It might be something good to equip too with the magician girl, the elemental magician, just so that I can help facilitate the double attacking. Trap Jammer, just generally a good card just to help negate a trap. Conception just gives me a chance to get another normal summon onto my field from my opponent's deck. So it could take away a key piece from their deck, and then also could just give me a decent normal summon that I could just use over top my opponent. This just having the chance to inflict pierce, I could come up, and the odds of me getting hit by 2,000 or more damage are pretty high, so a card like this could become very useful in saving my skin. And here is that's it. That's the deck. We're gonna hope for good things. I guess. I am very nervous doing this. So here's hoping. And we go, nope, that's not the right area. My apologies. There is the option too that I could, in theory, grind out character rewards to try to get better cards, and that is an option. I don't think that's something I'm going to go with as of right now, but I think eventually down the line, if I really feel like I need the extra boost, and there are cards that I could get that would give me extra boost by grinding up the characters, hoping to get the rewards, is something that I could do. And I'm not opposed to doing it if it means that this challenge could just go a little bit better or smoother. Definitely if I'm in like a stuck position. All right. That's fine. I would rather play through things than be the one to try to set things up, I think. Even though I think my deck is actually more advantageous in going first with the trap cards I have for setup. But at the same time, with certain cards like Karate Man and whatever else, I'm actually in a better position just to attack first. Ooh, we might be in a good position here. If they're just summoning things like Gemini Elf, which I wish. We're gonna set the Nutrient. We're gonna set the Trap Jammer. We're going to summon the Karate Man. We are going to activate his effect to double it. And then we are going to beat over top the opponent. I'm ideally hoping that a lot of situations, these videos are not going to be like super long. Obviously, video 1 is going to be a little bit longer than normal, but I'm kind of hoping to keep these between like 25 and 30 minutes. Maybe the best that I can, try to do like, if it goes in my way, like 2 or 3 upgrades per video would be cool if I could make it happen, or like stop and try again in a future video after a certain number of duels, or I'll just show you guys until like I win, right? Just be like, oh, I lost this one, and just rack up the amount of losses. So I don't want to have anything be super long, but yeah. Here we go. So it looks like my opponent's on nothing overly special. This I can't beat this. I don't have to. There actually is a way, I think, for me to beat it, but it'd be very tricky to get there. But there actually is a way that I could have beat that. Okay, Dark Magician. I can beat over a Dark Magician. Ironically enough. It will take me time. I don't have the cards on me right now, but if I could wait out long enough, there is a way for me to beat over top of this. Ironically enough, this is also like the best deck I could have ran into. Okay, this is exactly how we put this card inside the deck. So it's only like I really took 500 damage, which is nice. No? Huh? 2,000 more attack. We're at 4,000. I have no idea. Ooh, conscription. That could be very good here. The best chance we have right now is to get the swordsman warrior guy and to get metamorph. That's probably the only way I can see us beating this. Unless um they give me something better that I can attack over. I mean, that's defense position right there. Yoink, that's mine now. Also, for each new era, I'm going to operate inside that era. But I was thinking about it. Like once I get through like all like the original DM packs and I go into the GX era packs, I think I want to play as a GX character during that time period. A GX character for that. So that's just a little whatever. I can't negate that. Why couldn't I negate that? During the battle phase? Oh, this trap's a lot less good. Oh crap, I didn't realize it was um each monster in your graveyard. I do not have nearly enough in my graveyard. But this is also another out. Technically speaking, that is another out. But I would either have to get a lot of monsters inside the graveyard. What? 8? 9? I'd have to at least get 9 to crash. Or get enough plus Metamorph. Also the banner. If I had the banner, that would be help out a lot too. Banner would mean I just need 2 less to crash. So I only need 7. So I do have options. My options don't feel great, but I do have options. I also thought I was much better in this duel than I actually was because it looked like they were just playing like early game cards too there with the Gemini Elf, and it just immediately switched up to just a Dark Magician deck that apparently isn't doing so hot. Did I really screw him over by taking the Lemon Magician? Like, brother. Oh. An even harder monster for me to get over. Yep. Man. I don't think I'm winning this now. If I wasn't winning it beforehand, I really don't think I'm winning it now. I'll give myself a slight chance, but I would need something like, man, I don't know if I got like Man-Eater Bug, but I think that's in the first set, which is nice. I really would have liked like Sphere Kariba would have been a really nice one for me to get. 4-star Ladybug could have been a really good one to get. I was like, going to be the hard part about this series, honestly, is running into monsters and stuff that's like, I really wish I could have got. He's not trying to deck me out, is he? Because he will deck me out first. Why are you not attacking? Am I missing something? I hope I run to things like Mirror Force would be excellent to get that. What's the other one that'd be really good? Magical Cylinder. That'd be a huge card. I might just have to leave this. If he's just going to plan on what I'm assuming is decking me out, I'm just going to leave. This is annoying. Because I'm not going to win from this position. I need something to die for me to win from this position. So right now I have one monster in the graveyard, which makes Shadow Ghoul a 17. I have to tribute 1, which makes it an 18. So even if I got the banner, he'd be a 20, and Metamorph gives him an additional 3, so it'd be 25. And then what does it do? It's half the attack of the opponent's monster. That I can't. Well, I have a better chance of beating over that at least. Not by much, but I do have a better chance. I'm so bored. And if I'm bored, I'm sure you guys are too. I'm so sorry. I want to see how this plays out. Like, if I have a chance, I've got a chance. I don't think I have a chance. Also, that got banished. That really sucks. That puts me even further behind my goal. Oh, thank goodness. But also, this guy can just negate spells and traps. And I don't have any means. This is crazy. That's so funny I can do that. Why is its attack halved? Oh! What? No! I didn't know. I didn't read. Did this become. I don't. I don't know what to do here. Let's go! Let's go! Stealing his monster worked in my favor. This is crazy. I really would have liked to use him if I had an Earth on the field, but I just didn't. If I had an Earth on the field, then this effect wouldn't go off, and it would have been much better for me, but I just didn't have that option. So. And I did look into that. It just wasn't ever going to work out. So. I've lost from here, but I'm extremely happy I was able to do what I just did. That I feel like that within itself is basically a pretty good accomplishment. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now I'm like running high on time, which I do apologize for. It's obviously episode 1. It just kind of be this way. I'm hoping. I was hoping like win. So I'll probably run through a couple more duels and just either show highlights or whatever for those duels and see if I can win anything. But if I can't, I just can't. So, yeah, it's over. I tried. I really did try. There was like a small glimmer for like a little bit. I think if my draw order was just a little bit better, I could have come up with something, but I just didn't get there. That's not going to help me out at all. Also, getting skills would be nice. I can just get whatever skills I want, by the way. I'm not going to restrict myself on that by any means. All right. Attempt 2. I'm hoping to find something weaker. I'm kind of hoping that at some point in time I just run into somebody who's so baffled by the deck that they're just gonna like let me win. It won't happen, but it'd be nice. Oh. Oh, I'm not winning this one at all. What are the Tindangles? Tindangles are I'm gonna Google this. Are they cybers? Fiend. They're fiends. I should have figured that one out, actually. I should have known that. Hard countered. And end turn. He's gonna kill me. I don't stand a chance. I really need better trap cards. I think that's what could really be a good lifesaver here. It's just really good trap cards. Which I'm underneath 1 loss right now. So 3 more losses and I can get an SR. And I think if I do 10 losses, I will allow myself a UR. Unchained Twins. They're still fiends. I was still expecting Tindangles, but they're fiends. So I got that going for me. I guess. That's. Oh, he's gone. Huh. Okay, well, I think if I surrender, I don't actually get any rewards. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I don't get any XP or rewards if I just surrender. So I don't want to surrender. But I might just have to. This is just not going to go well, is it? Oh, I'm taking him out. You didn't stand a chance. No, I need to. Where's my trap jammer? Fantastic. Way to just lose. God, I don't think this was a good idea. I was thinking to myself, this is going to be a fantastic video idea. I don't think I've seen anybody do something like this before. What a great opportunity for me as a content creator to come up with something new and and different, that's also not just based around like Master Duel and like just rinse and repeating what other Master Duel content are doing. I'll do my own thing on Duel Links. Duel Links is still pretty cool. It's might be a little bit of easier format. Not a lot of challenges go on with it. And I came up with something, all right. Something's gonna make me go absolutely insane, look like a crazy person for attempting such a series or for such a challenge. I don't know what to do, man. I'm gonna cry. Just win already. Stop extending. I hate it. No, you extended too much. I don't care. I just don't care. It's totally fine if people are gonna win. Oh yeah, so you don't get any XP, which is fine. I'll just grind out XP in the actual world if I need to. It doesn't matter to me whether or not I get it here or not. I think probably the best thing I could do for myself at this rate too is trying to get a good skill, because a good skill could just save the deck and let me win. But I don't want to do something where it's just like I won because of the skill. I would rather do something where I won. Ooh, I don't like this. Um, I'd rather do something where I won because of like more because of the deck and the skill was like a helping component, not because I won strictly because I had the skill that I had. You know, so I want to take those very carefully. Like I don't mind putting like if something like Yami is activated, so all my monsters get like a buff, then great. Um, what's going on? No, no, no. Darn it! I am so annoyed. Here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. And I do piercing damage. We found it. We found it. Somebody who's playing a stupid deck with me. Oh, I am so happy. Oh, I am just the happiest man alive. All right, if I win this, I'm going to end at this episode and I will start the next episode with the pack opening. This is beautiful. I love this so much. The problem is that I don't actually have something good to call for my boy, the hunter with the 7 weapons. So I'm gonna play him. I'm just gonna call. I have no idea. We'll call Spellcaster. Just because if he's playing the Dark Magician, I guess it's better off for that. Which, of course, now he's got 2 dragons, but one more turn. One more turn. If they surrender here too, I'm going to count it because clearly I was in a winning position. Oh, this is so perfect. I cannot believe this has happened. Where did you come from? How? How did you do that? No, seriously, how? Is there a skill? Did I miss something? He had nothing on the field. How did he? What is going on? I was gonna win. What the heck just happened? No, seriously, can somebody please explain? Did I miss something? He had no monsters on the field. He drew a card and he normal summoned the Dark Magician. Is there a skill that I missed? Yes, there is a skill that I missed, and that's that. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. It's a great skill, and I'm gonna just have to use it because I think that's like an absolute completely fair skill to use, by the way. For this series. It still lets me play the deck the way that it should be played, but at the same time it's not so overpowered where it's like I'm just going to completely win the game because of it, because several decks can play around 2500 beater. So absolutely, which is this is just funny. I'm basically playing up against somebody who's God, I sniped the red eyes. That is amazing. I cannot believe I just stole his red eyes. That is so big for me. And also, I mean, if I'm careful, I can just win by deck out. This is going to be such a long first episode. I am so sorry. I will probably cut down that other duel. Yeah, I think you kind of have to just destroy that. Um, what are my options for winning here? Guardian Trice. Ugh. I probably should have summoned this. I would have taken a little less damage. Oh, yeah. I should have summoned this. My bad. Nope. I can't have done that anyways because I don't control the face up. Okay, never mind. Darn it. Did I just lose? Oh, this sucks. Also, how did you do this for one tribute? I'm sorry. Let me read Battle Chronicles again. Eh. Fancy. All right. Well, I lost, but I clearly almost won that. I'm going to end this episode here, but then we're going to start off next episode right back into it and hopefully get a win. And during the in between, I'm gonna see if I can figure out that if I can get that skill, and yeah, we're gonna cheat away, and not cheat. Let's be real here, folks. But we're gonna use it. All right. Thank you guys for watching and taking a chance, hopefully, on this episode or on this series. Please let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I should change or like try to look at to make it better overall, I will gladly do so. But as of right now, this is kind of a rough concept. Sorry for such a long first episode. I will do better in the future. Thank you guys again, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. Peace.